Kdysi dávno jsme si řekli, že vám představíme Norsko. Tehdy ale v našem výčtu toho nejzajímavějšího chyběl Sivert Mannsverk.
I'm from a small village in Norway, 3,000-4,000 people, where everyone knows each other. Really safe childhood. This is like middle of Norway basically, so in between Oslo and Bergen, which are the two biggest cities in Norway. A lot of mountains around, so I grew up in the mountains, fishing and like deer hunting, like I did in the vacation now as well. All my family is in the same village, so I always go back there when I have vacation, and it's really nice. The good part with my village that when I go home as well, we start to talk about the old good days, good old days, and yeah, we all know each other, or we have a relation to each other with a friend going in the same school, or we are in family somehow, and yeah, it's quite fun. Fårikål, yeah.
Fårikål, what is it?
Ooh, how can I explain that? So you get it from the sheep. You use a long time to cook it though. Yeah, we have it sometimes. You know when you have beef and carrots and stuff like we have also here in the lunch? Yeah, like this. Only with a special meat. I love it. Pinnekjøtt, yeah. Also from sheep. Yeah, we have it sheep. We are farmers, huh? They call me farmer. In Norway they call me like the farmer because I'm from a small village. I'm not a farmer, but we have some farmers in my area. But this is typical Christmas food in Norway, pinnekjøtt. I think almost everyone in Norway uses it for Christmas, and you only eat it for Christmas. That's it. Brunost is, it's like you have yellow cheese, right? Cheese that's yellow. This is cheese that's brown, and it has like a different taste. Really typical Norwegian.
Is it from a sheep?
I don't know where it's from. You're asking the wrong person because I'm not that pizza grandiosa guy, but you spend 5 minutes to make it, and there you have a dinner, like a pizza. So it's just a fast food pizza, frozen pizza that you put in the oven and it's done in 5 minutes. Not for me, but yeah, it's typical Norwegian. I did skiing, football, track and field, and handball. These 4 sports I did at the same time. So you can imagine the weeks how it was. 2 sessions a day with different sports. When I was, I think maybe 13, 14, I decided to do football because that's the thing I love the most. Yeah, but I did actually compete in both track and field, both skiing, like cross country, and also in handball. Basically, I went to all the things I could in my village. So these 4 things was the city could, or the village could offer me. As a child, I think you always want to try everything, and then you see what you like the most. But also when you have the same friends in the same places, you just enjoy doing it. In my village, you don't see the sun from October to February. So you can imagine the sun, of course, it's blue sky, but the mountains around are so big that the sun is not coming down to the village. So yeah, it can be, to be honest, a little bit depressing in the winter times, sometimes when you don't see the sun. But for me, I always went to skiing and these kind of things, and in the mountains you see the sun, and that's even more beautiful. Norwegians are born with ski in their feet, that's what I say, right?
Tenhle konkrétní Nor ovšem ani nestihl sundat lyžáky a už čutal do míče. A nebyl sám. Jeho velkým parťákem a vzorem od jak živa býval starší bratr Simen.
I have a brother that's 2 years older than me, and I joined him because he's 2 years older than me. So his team, I was always part of them, always the youngest in the group. As a young, I always wanted to follow him, and we're competing together. So my first memories would be together with him. Yeah, both of us were good in football, but then he injured his knee. And still he's done like 6-7 surgeries in his knee, and yeah, so you can see the perspective of my brother not being able to be a professional footballer, and I'm basically living both of our dreams together. So I was there maybe from 6 years until I was 14. I went to another club, and I was 2 years where I was driving 1 hour for training almost every day, so like 4 or 5 times a week. I was driving 1 hour, train, 1 hour back, and I went to school and stuff in my own village. And my father sacrificed a lot to drive me almost every day.
A dodnes táta Siverta následuje. V prosinci strávil na cestě dokonce 16 hodin jen, aby podpořil syna při utkání v Krajově. A to rozhodně není vše. Jan Rune Mannsverk si totiž nenechal ujít ani následující zápas Sparty proti Liberci.
He loves to follow my career, and I think as a father you always like that's the best thing you can do, to see your son playing and just being part of something. And he never expects me to to be like a starter or to play minutes, but he's just there to show his love towards me, I guess, and I really appreciate that.
V roce 2019 podepsal tehdy 16letý záložník svůj první profesionální kontrakt. A velmi brzy na to si odškrtl také svůj debut za seniorský tým.
When I was 16, I moved to this place because then the school, the next step in the school system started, and it was a good moment for me to go there. And this was also my first professional contract when I was 17 years old, so it went quite fast for the debut. I also did play a game when I was 14 years old for this club, but it was a training game, so it was not an official debut. Because me and my good friend of mine, we were he's 2 years older than me, but we were standing there together, and I often see the picture with me and him going into this training friendly game.
Hva kjennes det? Hæ? Når du spiller kamp mot A-laget til Sogndal, hva kjennes det?
Nei, det kjennes bra. Godt å komme i gang og få en kamp med A-laget også, så jeg synes vi håndterte det bra i andre omgang der, så vi hadde kontroll på kampen.
Yeah, good question. Good question. I don't know. When you're 14 years old, you're not really afraid of anything. You just play and you don't worry too much. And you're just grateful for the time to be around and get experience. I don't really remember that much, but yeah, I think when you're 14 and you make your unofficial debut, then of course people are talking about it. But for me, it didn't really affect me. No. One season, you can say, from 16 to 17 to play a little bit and get into the team and these kind of things. And the next season I became the captain.
Sogndal-kaptein Sivert med Mannsverk. Du har nettopp spilt kamp mot Strømmen. Hva tenker du?
Nei, jeg tenker at vi har en solid heimekamp. Vi tar ledelsen etter 2 minutter og kjører på og får 3-0 der før pause. Så
I think when you're 17 and you're the youngest guy or youngest player in the team and you get the captain role, you didn't expect it. I didn't expect it. But I'm really grateful for this coach I had, a really good guy, 𝐒𝐲𝐶𝐫𝐭. He also challenged me a lot to take more responsibility, to be the leader in the group, and I still think that this period made me the player or the person I want to be. 8 to 10,000 people living there, you know, the expectations, we have ambitions, you know, but the expectations weren't that big. Sparta Prague being captain at 17, of course, there would be a big thing in Czech Republic, you know. But when you're from a small place, you haven't really experienced the city life yet. You're just living your life with your friends, then I think it's different.
S kapitánskou páskou na paži dovedl Sogndal do finále baráže o nejvyšší soutěž, kde ale nezvládl vyzrát na trojnásobného držitele norského poháru Mjøndalen. Výkony plavého mladíka však rozhodně zaujaly prvoligové celky.
Yeah, the rumors about this transfer, that's the first time I really felt this media and stuff were really on me. Also a half year before I did this transfer, so I really wanted to finish my school so the next step in my career could be like only focusing on football. The school system were over for me and I didn't have to think about it later. Of course I had some options abroad. I wasn't ready to go abroad yet. I hadn't really experienced so much in Norway yet, and for me, yes, when you see the salary you got in the foreign contracts, of course it, like for all people, you start to, okay, it's different, but for me it was about seeing where can you develop the most as a football player, and Molde had a lot of talents that was going through them and then taking the next level really good. For me it was a no-brainer when Molde was that interested in me, and from the first minute there I started to play. I got my first game straight away in Europe against Trabzonspor. He put me in to play. You come from second division in Norway and you play Europe straight away.
Vše navíc nasvědčovalo tomu, že raketový vzestup nemá konce. 7 dní před 20. narozeninami rozhodl proměněnou penaltou o zisku své první klubové trofeje, kterou na konci kalendářního roku doplnila i ta individuální pro největší objev norské ligy.
It was a big moment because that season we were really good. We won the league and then we came to the cup final. It's almost like I'm more nervous when I talk about taking this penalty after, but because on the pitch there I wasn't really nervous. I was just, you know, taking it like it was normal to me. And also I knew after I took the penalty that the goalkeeper, he went to the same side like 10 times in a row. No one told me this. And I shot in the same side as he did 10 times. And he still went to the side, but I scored anyway. It's a fun story. Yeah, we won 1-0 against Bodø/Glimt. It's a maybe the biggest achievement and moment in my life, because I had probably 20 people from my family at the stands, my grandparents and all this kind of thing. So it was a big moment. That one season was crazy for me, and it's been maybe the best season for me so far, because I was not injured during this season, so I played 45 games a season, you know. I think also this shows what I can do when I'm fit and when I can be with a team for a whole season. Last day of the transfer window, Ajax came, agreed, and I went to Amsterdam. This was after we played the Champions League qualification with Molde, away against Galatasaray. The day after, home, went to Amsterdam, and then I signed. I've never been like this in my career, that I have to go, because I really had a nice time in Molde as well. So for me it was just a bonus, and I've been like this my whole career. If I can take a new step in my career, it's just a bonus, and I'm happy with wherever I am. There were some rumors, but like me going from Molde to Arsenal, the step is too big, so there was never really an option for me to go to a club like this, because then they're loaning you out. That's not what I really want at that time now. Well, we're getting there, in training at least, but in games, still something to work with. But honestly, in training, it's not that bad. I'm getting there in a lot of good positions when we play in training and stuff. So hopefully I can turn it from training to games. So I can also show to the people that don't watch the trainings that I can also shoot and score some goals.